Willie Mertens also revealed that in 2022, the company has made a total contribution of $4.7 billion. Debmarine's overall economic and societal contribution for last year stood at $10.2 billion that went into employment, local procurement, and social investment, among others. It also contributed a total dividend of $4.7 billion to government as a shareholder.
So what we now have is just what we call our normal stay-in-business capital to support the current fleet. Free cash flow at 3.6 billion, coming off a negative in the previous years because of that capital investment, and that allowed us to pay a 3.1 billion dividend to the government. And at that point, I must thank the Minister of Mines here in front of me, the Minister of Finance and Public Enterprises in his absence. Also the Bank of Namibia, because we went to them in 2019 and we said there will be no dividends in the next 2 years.
He says in 2022, the 1,725 million carats of diamonds were a record production in the short history of the company, constituting around 80% of the total diamond production in Namibia. Mertens also added that their capital expenditure decreased to $540 million, which he largely attributed to the finalization of the Benguela Gem project. The Benguela Gem project is said to have contributed $2.4 billion in its first year.
Our biggest highlight of 2022, and I think the chairperson was alluding to that as well, was the delivery of the Benguela Gem 2 months ahead of time, 6% or $1.1 billion below budget. And these are unheard of things that you don't hear often. And what makes this project even special is we achieved that during COVID. The Benguela Gem produced 480,000 carats in 2022. That was against a budget of 281,000 carats. The Benguela Gem contributed 28% of our total production of 2022. And in 2022, they produced together 632,000 carats. Compare that to the Benguela Gem on the other side, 480,000. And the Mafuta, our mainstay and our ever-reliant vessel, also at 613,000 carats.
The Minister of Mines and Energy noted that there is a need to create an environment where Namibians can have local ownership of investment in the mining sector.
I congratulate Debmarine on this achievement. Yes, Debmarine, as we all understand, is a 50-50 partnership with the state. And that's an example that it is possible where this local ownership can be engineered in such a way that we all feel like we are part of this. So we look forward to continue with the cooperation with the EU as a partner. And for us, we'll do whatever it is what we need to do to make sure that we continue to be successful as a company in which we are a partner.
The consumer demand for diamond jewelry for 2022 performed quite well as the company benefited about $1 billion from the improvement in the diamond market and $1.4 billion from the weakening of the Namibian dollar against the US dollar. The US and China remain the two biggest markets for Namibian diamonds. July Nafuka, NBC News, Windhoek.